Whoa, way! Hello and welcome. We're back with a bang against Malaysia. KL Chan 33 from Malaysia. What a. This is gonna be a tough game. Malaysians. So, as previously mentioned, we are not gonna focus on opening theory and those kind of things. We're gonna take the game towards its middle game phase and then discuss the positional factors of a middle game. Yeah, but now we gotta think a little bit concretely on whether we want to advance this. I'm thinking it makes sense to do so. Feels like I could defend it well enough, and it stifles his knight's development. It's not clear whether he's going to block it up or capture here. Both seem fine, but this was in a way the safer option. That was a small calculation there, because had I put it all the way here, he would have had a rook tempo on me. I want to start targeting this square, but it's risky because he's got it well enough covered, so I don't quite have it ready to be concretely attacked. So I might in the process end up losing tempo for the bishop or get shafted to a place I don't want to be. For example, do I want to be here or more like here? It's not so clear. I'm gonna just tuck back all the way here just to keep an eye on this perpetually weakened pawn. So that's part of my strategy. What else? He obviously wants to perform this pawn break. We're not going to let him. So, positional trumps. I have the bishop pair. That's positional trump number one. The second positional trump is his bishop is short of squares. It's blocked. Immobilized piece. That's another positional trump for me. He does have control of the semi-open file, kind of. So I'm just going to challenge him on that front. I'm not going to let him develop too much of a strength in that area. But yeah, what's the long-term plan? The long-term plan is to just keep things on an even keel, more or less. Try to battle for the central control section, but definitely keep pieces on the board. Makes sense to go perhaps even all the way back, although it's always a bit risky to get back ranked, although I don't think it's a factor here. And he has done a good job in getting a lot of control of squares. He has had a lot of momentum with his queen and knights, controlling a good portion of this side of the board, really. So we're a bit passive, but in the long run, hopefully, in the long run, we have the aces that we need targeting the potential weak squares that are going to make the difference. He will definitely want to invade with the queen here at some point if there's a lot of exchanges on this square with the rooks. So that's something critical to keep in mind. When it comes to assessing how well of a handle I have on a position, it's important to note that he does have better control of the semi-open file, and that could allow him to deflect my pieces and invade at the right time. Now with our king safely tucked away, no hidden checks in play, I'm feeling a bit more relaxed. I'm hoping I can develop enough time. Okay, what's the idea here, really? Is it to block the bishop? Not really. It's kind of like just a move, you know? It's just a move. And we're gonna invest the time in doubling our rooks now to really compete. Really compete. And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. He wants to retain control of that open file, but it's sort of flitting away now, isn't it? Slowly. He's got good enough control of the squares still. I'm gonna just shuffle the king back towards the central plank. Allow him to kind of spend moves which are not exact. Okay, he's planning this. This is critical point now. Maybe I need to stay here. Okay, he's playing very good, very fast, effective play. Potentially running into some issues here. I'm gonna have to liquidate some tension. It's just too much tension, unfortunately. I can't handle the tension. It's a bit too much. So I'm gonna dilute the pressure, especially now that I'm running low on time. This is part of the time management strategy. How to, we had a even tussle there. I decided to make some concessions in favor of speed, but not this final concession. This final one I held back on because it's too much for concession. But this is the blunder we were looking for. Now, tickle back with the delicate position for the queen, though, still, but safe enough. And now we should come in with this. Now we can ignore these pawns, even if he goes after them. We're gonna wreak riot on this side of the board instead. Uh, Pretty good setup, I think, overall. He got away there. He could have taken his knight. Now he's in big trouble. Yeah. All right. You can still make a play for it, but it's over. Okay. Good game. I mean, of course, at the end of the day, it all came down to quick tactics, right? So, if anything, this game underscores the importance of tactics, but also control, positional control, the trumps of the bishop pair and the semi-open file, and yeah, really, it was a maneuvering game with no finishing blow either way. A lot of strategic maneuvering and ultimately this concession point here. But it was a blunder that ultimately cost the day, and that's what made the difference. That's about it.